What's going on, everybody? Derek from Delta Wilderness Survival here. Stay tuned and I will show you how I built a pot hanger for my fire, and also stay to the end for a special announcement. Well guys, we're gonna build this little thing, and remember last week I told you, if you watch my videos, that we're gonna use the same trees to do other projects that we cut down. I don't want to waste the trees or nothing, so we're gonna look through some of these trees that we cut down last week, and we're gonna see what we could build this thing out of. So let's get to it. Okay, so what I'm looking for, something along the lines of this. This is longer. This is going to be the main shaft. This is going to be the one that goes into the dirt. So we will cut it off and then we will go from there. Ooh, that thing hurts. Little spikes on them trees hurt, man. Okay, now this doesn't have to be precise. You can't really see it from there, but it's probably about 2.5 feet long, 3 feet maybe. But this is gonna work. And on this side, on the bottom part, I'm gonna cut a little spike on it, and then I can beat this into the ground. But let's go find 2 more pieces and put it together, and I'll show you exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay, now this tree right here, I get my other 2 pieces out of it. So cut it here and here. And then cut another one here and probably here. Now, these 2 pieces don't have to be that long, but not as long as this piece anyway. Let me lay this down so I can see just how. I think it's pretty decent. It's about 2.5 feet maybe. But these don't have to be super precise. I'll show you why here in just a few minutes. Uh-oh. Get my saw. There you go. And now, I don't think I want this knot on there, so I'm probably just gonna cut it off right here and be done with it. That way there. Yeah. I would like them to be, I would like them to be roughly the same size. Would probably be good, so probably go ahead and mark it and cut it right there. It'd be pretty much better than what I was thinking earlier, but I'm not gonna tell you what I was thinking earlier. But anyway, let's cut it. Yeah, should be good. Get out of there, stick. Sorry I keep doing that to you. Okay. Clean that up a little bit there. Now, sorry, my filming just sucks today. But now we got our 3 pieces, so let's take it to the shoulder and let's put it together. Okay, so first of all, let's do first things first. Let's cut a little notch in there. Or not a notch, but cut the thing off there. Get me a little stick that I can put it on, kind of beat out a thingy on it. If you saw from the thumbnail, or the front of the very first of the video, this is going into the ground. Okay, and beat this into the ground. It's gonna stand over here like this, which I'm gonna move. We're gonna move the fire pit over, probably over to here, the edge up to here. It'll be a little bit closer to the thing, because when I slept out here last weekend, man, I had to get on my hands and knees. I didn't want to get off the thingy. My knees was sitting on the bed, and I had to crawl over to, or lean over to throw wood on the fire, so that's a little too far away from me. So but anyways, this is going to be beaten to the ground probably right here, and then so that way it can hang over the fire the other way. But I'm going to show you what we're going to do, so give me just a second. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. It's going to be your figure 4. I'm going to tie these 2 together with paracord, tie these 2 together with paracord, and on this right here I'm going to cut like a little thing into it, and I'm going to cut notches on the sides of this right here, so that way you can pull it out and stick it in, pull it out, stick it in. We can lower and raise this right here. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll show you how it works. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is I'm gonna have to get rid of this part right here. You see there's a long piece right there. Part right here is just too much, but you know, for now I think I'll leave it just in case. I may want to add something to it. I don't know what I'll add to it, but just in case, I'm gonna leave it. So, but first things first, let's go ahead and notch this out. I'm gonna put a notch here, and put a notch here, go up the shaft. I'm gonna put another notch here. Let's see, look what that's gonna do, watch. It's gonna sit like that. I'm gonna have my little cutout right here on the wood, where we can hang the pot right here. And I'm gonna take this, I can move it up like this, then it'll raise it. See, I'll raise it like that. I'm gonna drop it, and drop it down one more. So, where you can raise it and get it off the heat or get it closer to the heat, however you need it, and it's gonna work out. Hopefully it's gonna work out pretty good. So, let's get to that. You guys gotta remind me to hit record. This last week, man, stupid mistakes. Anyways, look, I made my 3 notches. We're gonna go in the top. This is the top. The notch 1, 2, and 3, and then cut my spike in it. So now I'm gonna tie. Let me turn you around. Now I'm gonna tie that to that. Actually, I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna tie the big one in there. Then I'm gonna do a little one like that. See? And like that, and that's gonna notch it down. I know it's not sitting flat, but just like that. And I'm gonna cut me a little angle, a little chisel look on this from here to here probably. That way, but I'm gonna make it angled this way, probably like that. That way, probably sit in there a little bit better, but go ahead and tie these together. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is these are gonna be facing this way. My fire pit's right here. I'm aiming these this way because the arms are gonna come off right here and down here, okay? So I'm gonna drive the spike end in here. Woo. Don't play with knives or guns. If you don't know what you're doing. Oh no. It's split. It's alright, I'll fix it. I'll tie some paracord around it or something to fix it. So, okay, see my split? That's no bueno. So, I'm gonna tie me a little knot right here. Well, get a little more now. Again, this ain't gonna be pretty, but what you want to do is wrap it around a few times to where when you pull it, it's not gonna slip or whatever. So if you're doing this, you're gonna want to pull it tight. Okay, now what I do is on this one is instead of wrapping the whole thing around one more time, I'll turn it into a loop like this, and I'll wrap the thing back around it and loop it back to itself and tighten it. Okay, she ain't pretty, but she'll work. Okay, so now that that's on there, get some paracord out here. It's already pre-cut. Now, I tied a loop in it, just a simple loop, a little slip knot, if you will. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna loop it over here, and I'm gonna tighten it down, okay? Now again, this don't have to be like super tight or nothing, but what I'm gonna do is just continually wrap it. Sorry, can't see it, but I'm just going to continually wrap it. Now, this is okay if it's moving around because we're gonna put that other angle on it like this, and it's gonna hold it up like that, okay? So if it slides or slips or whatever, it's gonna be okay. Now, I'm gonna cut their knots. On this one, it doesn't really matter which side you cut it in, but I'm gonna cut it down to like this, okay? Where it's almost like a little, almost like the digging stick that we did, but not the digging stick. Now, I did that. I think it's pretty good, but I'm gonna notch the back out a little bit so you have a little bit of an angle to sit down on it. That. Ooh, that wasn't even close to what I was wanting. Right there, that's what I want, but cut the angle wrong. Okay, a little bit more. Perfect. Not perfect, but perfect. Okay, so in retrospect, this is gonna be tied together like this. Let me back you up where you can see it better. Now, in retrospect, it's gonna be tied like this. So there's notch 1, notch 2, notch 3. Come out like this, see how it raises it? Gonna notch 4, which is way up there. And go back down, and go back down. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna tie these two together real quick. Okay, so, oops. Got my 550 cord. Now you want to make sure you pay attention and put this flat piece flush like this with this piece. Make it aim right at it, or at the little slots right there, okay? If not, it's not gonna work. Not gonna work right anyway, but okay, so up here is where we're gonna want to tie it, but let me tie a little slip knot first. Yo, I suck at tying knots, so bear with me, okay? And this ain't a slip knot, I know, but okay. I put that over yonder, put that over yonder one, and slide it up enough to where it gives this enough, because we're gonna cut a notch right there for the pot to hang in. And just start wrapping it. Well, put her up. Ooh, I think I may have made it a little too tight. I did. I would have been that way, but I think I made her a little too tight there, folks. But hey, it'll still hang. Like I said, I know it's not directly over my fire pit, but we'll move the fire pit over towards the shelter, or my bed's right there. We'll move it over here a little bit closer, but you know, or I could just spin it like that. Thing spins. Huh. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, I got it loosened up. Look at that, it looks like a number 4. Yes, look. Move it down. That. Now, it ain't a whole lot, but I think I should have made another notch here probably, because I can't reach it over there. I could probably loosen it a little bit more, but I don't want to do that. So, I mean, that's good enough. That drops it down probably a good 6 inches. So it's pretty good. So we'll call it done and done. Well, can't find a pot to has a handle to hang it on, but I found a little cast iron pot. Now, this thing is not built to hang huge cast iron pots and stuff. This thing will fall. Look, see it moving already? That's just with that little bit of weight on us. Well, that's not super light either, but either way, adjust her down. Watch. A special announcement. I just started this channel last weekend, and already got a few subscribers. For those of you who have subscribed, thank you. But I was thinking last night that I want to do something special, and so my hair, I usually shave it to about maybe 1/8 of an inch is how much I shave it, but or how close I shave it. I don't shave it bald. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to grow my hair out until I get 1,000 subscribers. I'm not going to cut it, not going to trim it, not going to do anything until I get 1,000 subscribers. And when I do get 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to own live camera, or not live, probably not live, but I'm going to shave my head and I'm going to donate it for Locks for Love. So stay tuned for that, and hope y'all enjoy this and join me on this journey. And I love you, and we will see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.